Hey everyone, it's January 23rd, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share with Romanian serial killer Romulus Vereș, known as the man with the hammer who murdered 5 victims in the early 1970s. And that is him right up there. Vereș was born in 1929 in the city of Cluj, which is the unofficial capital of the Transylvania region. Coming from a poor family, he dropped out of school at an early age and began working for the local rail authority, being trained as a locomotive mechanic. Romania has had a rather tumultuous history, and as such, many records from his lifetime are lost. He went from living through World War II as a child to living under the authoritarian government that came to power in 1947. What is known is that in 1968, when he was 39, Vereș nearly caused a train to derail, with his coworkers believing it was done on purpose. He told some that Satan had told him to not stop the train, and this incident led many to believe he was suffering from some form of mental illness. Doctors declared that he had symptoms of paranoid schizophrenia, but the proper treatment for his condition wasn't readily available at that time, and he continued to work at the railroad. Vereș was a fan of the French singing star Maurice Chevalier, in part due to the two bearing a striking resemblance to one another. He had a large portrait of Chevalier on his wall at home. Chevalier, incidentally, is in one of my favorite episodes of the Lucy Desi comedy hour called Lucy Goes to Mexico, where they have to try and sneak him into the U.S. from Tijuana. And you should definitely look that up. Back in Romania, Vereș is known to have killed for the first time in September of 1972, when he bashed a young woman in the head with a hammer repeatedly at a construction site. He left her nude corpse on the banks of the Solms River. A month later, he attacked another woman with a hammer, but she managed to get away. He had another 3 unsuccessful attempts at killing again, and the community was on the lookout for the man with the hammer. One of his victims was a married woman with whom he'd been having an affair, and as such, she was reluctant to identify him as her assailant. He then raped and beat an 8-year-old girl, setting her home on fire before stabbing a high school student to death. The people of Cluj were terrified, with rumors going around that a man had killed as many as 200 young women and girls. A manhunt was launched, but due to policies of the Ceausescu government, the case wasn't publicized. Vereș would follow women as they left the railway and attack them in their own homes, often using his hammer, but sometimes suffocating and burning his victims and even engaging in necrophilia. When the police finally caught up with him, he attempted to escape by attacking the officers with his hammer before he was subdued. He confessed to 5 murders, but claimed that Satan was responsible. His apartment was filled with writings about the devil and biblical verses, as well as containing underwear and other items stolen from his victims. Vereș was never formally prosecuted, but was sent to a mental institution where he remained until his death from liver cancer in 1993. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them those videos so I can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Romulus Vereș, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.